Good morning. Welcome to CDT day 100. It is about 20 after 5 a.m. right now. I got up around 4:30 and just left camp. I am going it solo today. Jesus' feet are giving him some fits, and we camped next to a road last night. So he is planning on hitching into town and getting some breakfast and taking it easy. So the miles that I plan to do today, he'll probably be getting in later today or tomorrow. So I'll be seeing him in town probably like later tomorrow, where I'll be in earlier. And we'll just be split up for a little bit. So right now I'm just walking. I'm able to see with my eyes. It doesn't look as bad as it looks right now on camera. I'm being serenaded by the coyotes, which has been pretty much a daily thing in the basin, which is pretty cool to listen to. So I am 58 miles away from Atlantic City. I'm hoping to do as many miles as I can to get as close there as possible so that I can get into town tomorrow morning and have enough time to do everything I need to do for the day. So I will get to hiking and give you guys some video once it actually lights up so you can see what I'm up to. There's actually trees around. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've seen trees in over 100 miles. Nice. So it turns out you can actually climb in the basin. I am in the midst of a 1,200 foot climb, but over about 5 miles, so not very steep. This road you're looking at now is pretty much what I've been climbing. But the basin out there you can just see forever. And then I'm just up here in the hills. Sparse trees, saw a family of deer. It's pretty cool. This is my next water source. Stock tank. And I really just like a little cow pond. Water looks clear in there, so actually not as bad as it looks from out here. I'm going to have to fill up because my next water source is 12 miles from here, so this will be a 12-mile dry stretch with a little bit of climbing. So I'm going to put about 2.5 liters in. Alright, I just did this climb. Nothing like too huge, but it was very steep very quickly. So I decided to come up here and take a little break. So took a break, decided to put my feet up, lay down a little bit because I'm feeling just pretty groggy and tired right now, and accidentally dozed off. So I'm not exactly sure how long I've been out, but can't be too long. So I am going to now pop up and get to moving. I'm benefiting from some overcast skies right now, so there's some light clouds that have just kind of cut that heat of the day a little bit, and there's also a pretty gentle breeze coming through, so it made for a comfortable place to lay down, apparently comfortable enough to fall asleep. So I believe I'm at about 16.5 miles on the day right here, and it's a little after noon, so I'm doing pretty well with mileage. But I'd like to I'd really like to put a big dent in the rest of the mileage to town, so I can get into town pretty readily and easily tomorrow, as quickly as possible. So keep pushing. Although behind a cloud of rain, I believe that is our very first glimpse of the Wind River Range, king section of the CDT, voted by most hikers as one of the best sections of the whole trail. And I'm about 35 to 40 miles away from it. Just got to get across this big bad basin to get there. Big storm rolling through. Luckily it's about 10 plus miles out, so hopefully it doesn't come my way. I mean, it was over here and it's going that way, so I think I'm in the clear. But not all the clouds are looking great. And made it to the next water source after a 12-mile carry without water. It's a pretty decent sized cow pond, clear looking water though. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to skip this because I have still have about half a liter of water left, and there's another water source 5.5 miles from here, so I can make this last pretty easily, especially with it being overcast. I'm actually getting rain down right now, so I can deal with not having much water for a while. I haven't been drinking very much at all. So I'm also doing this because there's apparently a water cache about 1.5 miles from here, somewhere up trail. And apparently somebody leaves water, toilet paper, candy, and like trail registers. So it's basically someone providing some serious trail magic. So I'm banking on that. And if there's no water in the cache, then I'll just go a little dry to the next source. But I'm gonna carry as if there is water there, and just have a safe plan B. So that way, carry a little less water. Don't have to filter, especially if I'm going to the cache. And I should have clean water that I don't have to bother with filtering. A little bit of a time saver and so on. About 23 miles in right now, I think. So still pushing. Made it to the cache. This is one of the more well-established caches I've ever seen. It's all fenced in. Keep the large animals out. Ooh, got a stile to let the people in. There's a kiosk here with information on the Continental Divide Trail. I assume through this section. And looks like we have 2 boxes. Let's see what's in them. Okay. Oh, we got a sign-in book. We have some history on the area. Very nice. And water. I'm looking at 6 gallons are full right now. Oh, what else do we have in here? Almost like a little hiker box. We got a ramen, Good and Plenty's, hot tamales, toilet paper. Nice. What do we got in here? Well, I'm gonna guess that it's water. And it is. Holy crap, the entire thing's full. That is 12 gallons right there. So yeah, I think we're perfectly fine on water. Even got a little bit of candy. I'm all set on TP, so that can stay there for someone who needs it. Because when you need it, ooh, you need it. So yeah, this is an awesome cache. And I really appreciate the person or people who maintain it. So thank you so much for putting an awesome cache and really cool, beautiful area as well. If you think open, barren nothingness is beautiful, which right now I'm kind of digging it. So it is 4 p.m. here at the water cache, and I am 23.3 miles in for the day. Quite a bit slower than I expected, only averaging like 2.3 2 miles per hour. Just been real tired and lethargic. I'm guessing it's because I don't really have enough food. Last night I had 2 ramen packets but no protein to put in them. And this morning I had like a couple packets of gummies, a thing of peanut butter cups, and then finished off my little bag of pretzel bites and stuff. So it's like nothing really substantial, protein filled really. So I'm guessing that's why I've been dragging butt this whole time. But now I'm going to have this Apple Crisp Mountain House that I've been carrying with me. It's cinnamon spiced apples with granola and graham crackers. So really delicious, but it's also 3 servings. And in those servings, I'll be getting about 12 grams of fat. Holy crap, like 105 grams of carbs. And like 6 grams of protein. So still a little low on fats and especially protein, but I think this will help boost me forward and keep me going. So I'm looking forward to hopefully increasing my average speed here pretty soon. But I'm not really in a rush at any moment. I am drying out my feet, my shoes, just from the sweat, and enjoying having a water source that isn't full of cow poop. So once I finish eating this and relax a little bit, I'll be getting back on trail and really trying to push harder, for the next section. Alright, I've been at this water cache for a little over an hour, so it's really time to go. But before I do, just want to show you guys they're so far away, you can only see the specks, but pretty big herd of elk out there. I think half of them are over the hill right now. There's probably about 40 of them, so that's pretty cool. I've also seen some pronghorn up on the hills over there, and then some little birds and other small animals and stuff like that. So the wildlife just keeps on giving out here. Pretty cool. And also, it's raining. I shouldn't have said anything about that rainstorm missing me, because I forgot that rainstorms smell fear. It's a little known fact that most people don't know, but they actually smell your fear. So if you're nervous about a rainstorm, or if you even say that you think it's going to miss you, they prey on that false sense of security and they come straight for you immediately. So rain's coming in. Nothing bad yet, but give it time. It'll figure it out. Well, we got a couple of wild horses silhouetting the ridgeline. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to take a break here, figure out how far I've gone, and figure out how far I have left to go. Sun's starting to set out there, looking kind of fiery and cool. I've been climbing for quite a while. Just keeps going up and up and up. Not terribly steep. Coming from there. Just a little bit of extra energy it's been taking, and that's not great because I don't have too much. But I think I do have enough to do a little bit of night hiking. So instead of camping here in the middle of nothing, I think I'm just going to continue on, see how far I can get this. I'm afraid I spoke too soon on the night hiking, because the weather has different plans for me. So it just started raining, and I mean, this is just minutes after the last clip, so it's still sunset, as you can tell from out there. Just got the tent set up in those couple minutes between these two clips. Had to do it quickly because the rain was coming. It's still just sprinkling. I mean, obviously I'm just standing out here, but it's starting to come down a little harder, and I don't know how long it's going to last. If you can tell, these clouds are everywhere, so it could easily be an all-night thing. I'm not sure. Either way, it's a convenient excuse to force me to stop walking for the day when I'm already exhausted. So did I stop because I wanted to, or did I stop because of the rain? Maybe a little of both. Let's just be honest. So I am going to hop in the tent now, get everything inside set up, because I just threw everything in there real quick, and then try to see if I can make some dinner. I want to cook up a mashed potato bowl and put some of the remaining beef jerky in it so I can get some protein tonight, and see if I can do that in the rain. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of a dry spell so I can cook. Either way, I will get some stats for you guys and then break down what's going to happen tomorrow once I get into the tent here. All right, stats. So today's hike ended at 33.3 miles in distance and 3,800 feet of climbing. So quite a bit more climbing than all the other days in the basin. And it felt like it too. There's a lot of big climbs in there. I think we're just starting to get into the foothills of the Wind River Range, so it's getting a little hillier, a little rockier, and then once we get into the winds in the next couple days, it'll just be mountains again. So I think this is just the transition phase, which makes sense as to why there's a lot of elevation. So 33.3, 3,800 feet. That leaves about 25 and a half miles into town. I hate leaving that much distance left, but if you can hear the rain right now, there's just nothing I can do about it. So 25 and a half miles tomorrow. That'll basically be a full day. I don't know yet if I'm going to go into town and stay there, like get a place or something like that, or if I'm just gonna camp outside of town and get a place in the morning or something. I just don't know what I'm gonna do yet, because I don't want to waste another day in town if I don't need to, but at the same time, doing 25 and a half miles, going into town and doing all the town chores and being ready to go the next day is just really tough. So we'll just see how it goes. So for now, I'm going to make some dinner and hope I don't get struck by lightning. Probably going to be a mashed potato bowl with some jerky, and then maybe a couple cookies or something like that, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. So that is the end of the day. I think I have a couple photos, something like that, and we'll see you guys in the morning for a 25 and a half mile walk into the town of Atlantic City.